My name is David, and this is Cebro Paracord Design. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to make the Warriors Chainmail version 2 paracord bracelet. What you'll need for this tutorial is 2 strands of cord. You'll use one, what I'm using here, lava flow, and red, both the same length, 7 feet, on a 8.5-inch wrist. You might want to measure down a little bit for comfort, because this is not a tight weave. When doing it, you'll need to measure a little bit shorter and then tighten it. Alright, let's begin. First, you want to take one of your cords and put it to the right. Let me take this out. First, you want to bring your short end down through the top of the buckle and loop it over into a knot. This will be for both cords. You want to tighten off one side to the right, like so, as you can see here. Then you want to take the other end of your cord. Next, actually, you want to take the cord and you want to make a loop at the end, and you want to bring it under on the underside of the buckle up through the top. There's that one. I'm just going to leave a little slack out. And then I'm going to do the other side next. You're going to do the same thing through the bottom buckle. You want to do the same thing. Doesn't matter how much you use. There is slack in this design. Just like that, you have one to the left, one to the right. These are going to be the single strand cores for the design. Next, you want to repeat the same process you did for the red with this cord. Like I said, I'm using lava flow, and you want to bring that through the bottom. I'm going to take it back off the buckle real quick for 1 second so that I can feed it through. Alright. You might want to use anything you can to try and force the cord through. On a 5/8 buckle, it is kind of difficult. I'll use a Alright, I got that one through. Alright, now that you got those through, we'll begin. You'll want to make your loops. Alright. What you want to do next, you want to bring your respective cords up through the loops that were just made, making sure that when you start off, you want the cord end to the left side for the first one after the initial loops. I'm going to tighten this up so that there's no slack in the center core. You're going to do the same thing for the other side. Ah, shoot. I forgot to turn off notifications. I apologize in advance if you hear the notifications go off. Alright. You want to pull as much slack out of the two cords. Next, what you want to do, I'm going to start with the red from the right. You're going to come under the red cord, the center core, and you're going to bring the red cord up through completely, and then you're going to take the red cord and come up through the left side, and then you're going to do the same thing for the other side. You're always going to come underneath the respective cord, and this is going to be like this. As you can see here, they have now switched places. What you want to do is you want to pull on the inside part of the two cords so that these will close up. As you can see, the loops have closed up. You want to make sure you do this enough to a point where they're nice and tight. You don't want to leave out any slack. Next, you'll repeat the process again. I'll try to zoom in for this one here. Okay. As you can see, you want to take this cord down here, the one on the bottom, and you want to bring it up in between cord 1 and 2. You want to pull all the slack out and do the same for the other side, coming underneath and pulling all the slack out for that one as well. And then you're going to come up, under, beneath the next loop in the pass, and do the same for the other side. Let me zoom back out now again. Like so. And you're just going to repeat the process all the way through. As you can see, they will start alternating, and you're going to just keep repeating the process all the way down. I'll do this all the way through to completion. I will try to do this quickly. And as I always say, I always start from the right. And then just keep repeating the process, closing the loops up. as you go. Ow. Oh, that hurt. This one, if you do it right, you shouldn't have any slack in the cord. But you want to, if you're using a jig, you want to make sure you pull it tight. This one's going to be a little bit loose on my wrist, but that's all right. And continue on. Oh, pull too much through. This one, when done properly, it'll be nice and uniform. This one here wasn't really, this was the first one that I started with. It came out all right, but in some parts, like say for instance this gray right here, it came a little too big and it didn't look really well. This one looks to be much better, much more tighter weaving pattern. So let's continue on. Ouch. That hurt. You can make it however you want. You could put some looseness in it, or you can do it as tight like I'm doing right now. It all depends if you want a very flexible design. This one here is going to be a little bit on the rigid side, but that's all right. I don't mind it. Alright, let's try to wrap this up as quickly as we can. I don't want to spend 30 minutes on this. Yeah, just continue on through with the tutorial and you'll get it in no time. This one is very simple. It's exactly like the closing for the first one I made of these, the version 1. The only difference is you're doing 2 chords instead of 1. And again, I apologize for not turning off my notifications. This one looks so much better. Much more tighter, more uniform. So yeah, work with tightness when you're doing this. Ow. Alright, this will be the last one. You want to, as you can see here, you want to take the last chord up. That'll be the last loop you make for both the left and the right. You want to close those off as much as you can. Next step you want to take when finishing this off, you want to take your cord ends and bring them up through the loop like I did just here, and do the same thing for the other side. You know what? Hold off on that. I need to do one more pass before I do complete this. There's still too much gap in the leftover here. And readjust your measurements to fit for looks like 5 feet and not 7. I apologize in advance if you had already cut your cord. Please pay attention. I will post the measurements down in the description, and also to readjust. I'll make a post on the comments section. Okay, now once you complete that loop, bring the cord ends through. You want to close that off like so, and then you want to take the ends down through the bottom end of the buckle, and you want to make sure you leave a little slack right here, so that you can take your cord end through the loop this way and tie it off with the beginning cord. Then you want to tighten that off a little bit. And do the same thing for the other side. You may need to have like a pair of pliers or some sort of tool to get the 4th cord through. I might not need it because the cords at the bottom here are very tight, and make sure you flatten out your singe and just feed that through. Next, once you complete it, you want to cut. You want to make sure you have a little bit of slack, that way when you burn them, I'm going to start with that one first. Try not to burn your you want to try and singe those off so that they're melted together. That way you get a nice strong hold. And make sure you flatten them, mushroom head them to the sides. Alright. Go ahead and do this proper. Alright. There you have it. This is the Warriors Chainmail version 2 paracord bracelet. Hope you guys like it. Please leave a like below, comment, and possibly subscribe to this channel. Thank you, and have a nice day.